on the ground floor of the Shoreline Building with Butai Castries. Visit our showroom or call us at 452-9022 or 452-9021 for all your LED decorative and outdoor lighting solutions. Check out our webpage, www.caribbeanledlighting.com.
Good morning, Vaval Central is on now. Vaval Central is sponsored by the CPMC, the Carnival Planning and Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Creamery Novelties, Live a Little, Harris Paints, the Captains of Color, the Computer Store, and Quartz, bringing value home.
We're back! Vaval Central! Music, happening, interviews, and all aspects of Carnival. Vaval Central! Yes, Vaval Central! It's to 9:30 a.m. Monday to Friday with Teddy Francis and Genosia. Vaval Central beginning mid-19 on the Caribbean Sound. Sponsored by the Carnival Planning and Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Harris Paints, the Computer Store, Quartz, bringing value home, and Creamery Novelties. Vaval Central! Yeah!
Get ready, St. Lucia. Lucian Carnival 2025 is on, and this year it's bigger, brighter, and bolder than ever. From Calypso to Soca, Junior Carnival to Juve, and Panorama to pageantry, every event is bursting with non-stop energy, ecstasy, and vibes. Come catch the rhythm on Carnival Monday and Tuesday with the views that only Lucian Carnival can deliver. It's the ultimate summer escape. Feel the vibes, embody the spirit. Lucian Carnival, nothing sweeter than that.
Sound Calypso Dance, in collaboration with the Carnival Music Management Committee and the CPMC, present the Advocates of the Art Form. Long live Soul! The grand launching Friday the 23rd at the National Cultural Center. Score time, it's 30 p.m. Featuring four-time Calypso owner, Minal, Dyka Fontario, Osun, King Kaka, Queen Yards, Cherry Boy, Mighty Kid, Mahandra, Demian, Diplomat, Boss Al, Newcomers, Lucian, Atta, and more. Surprise guest artists with MC Donorville, the backup band, South All-Stars. Admission $25 you pay at the door. This event is sponsored by Du Select, Southern Taxi Association, Bounty Run, Marcel, Peter Bill, Climax, and IC, Caribbean Brains Flour Mill, Peter and Company Auto, Jason, and Alton Mondesi, Forest Springs Fisher's Electricals, South Calypso Tech, Grand Launch Friday, the 23rd at 30 p.m. at the NCC. This event is licensed by ECHO. No unauthorized vendors allowed.
Who's a little man with a long grown up? He is the hardest man who's just the most in so many colors. He is the hardest man with a better pay and a better price. Check the little man when you talk that voice. Let your brain in outside, you'll be satisfied when you use other things. Let the rain outside, you'll be satisfied when you use other things.
Oh, I've got this feeling to high five the sun, dance in the rain, and have my scooper fun. I'm on my way, freezing my day with something new, and I've got room for you. Let loose a little, get close and share a little, give in and taste a little. You'll fall in love with Creamery Novelties. Love life a little, get close and share a little, give in and taste a little. You'll fall in love with Creamery Novelties.
Enjoy Creamery Novelties ice cream, distributed by Farron Foods. Live a little.
Experience Carnival with Quartz Ready Cash. Enter to win $10,000 cash when you take a loan for $3,000 or more. Get the cash to purchase event tickets and costumes. All you need to apply is your ID, payslip, recent job letter, proof of address, and 2 references. No security required. Flexible payment terms, quick approval, and hassle-free. Visit us in store or apply online at www.quartz.com. Quartz Ready Cash. Ready when you are. Promotion ends June 30th, 2025. Normal criteria and special conditions apply.
Fire One Calypso Tent, in collaboration with the Carnival Planning and Management Committee and the Carnival Music Management Committee present opening night on Saturday, May 24th at the National Cultural Center. Kickoff time at 30 p.m. But come early for a pre-show warm-up starting at 7 p.m. Admission $25, featuring an electrifying lineup. Akio, Anika, Educator, Reggie, Robbie, Trish, Shan, Unpredictable, Prosper, Matches, No, and defending monarch, Gazral. Guest performances by Slack and Frost with MC Dorneville. Fire One Calypso Tent. Opening night, Saturday, the 24th. It's 30 p.m. at the NCC. The pre-show warm-up is at 7 p.m. Music by the band. Take that. This event is licensed by Echo.
Are you a small business owner looking for dependable IT support? Then look no further. TCS has the solutions to all your IT needs. Our experienced and qualified team of IT professionals has all your IT solutions. We provide wired and wireless networking, point-of-sale solutions, network security, data backup and recovery solutions, desktops and laptops, computer hardware and software, computer accessories, inks, toners, and much more. Don't let IT solutions cripple your operations or your ability to serve your clients. Call us today at 450-4638 or visit us on the ground floor of the American Drywall Building at Bidbutai, the computer store, meeting your demands in the IT world.
The wait is over! We are about to turn it on! Soccer, the ultimate tent, in collaboration with the CMMC present Big Bad Soccer on Saturday, May 21st at the Pavilion in Money Bay. Performing live! Bounce, Marta, Slide, Anthony Fat Machine, Sadale, Keisha and more. Starting time 8 p.m. Admission $25 at the door. The first 100 people pay $20. Soccer, the ultimate tent present Big Bad Soccer! Saturday, May 31st, 8 p.m. at the Pavilion of Rodney Bay. This event is sponsored by Lucelec, Campari, Doers, DJ, Peter Bear, Island Sound, Lesson FM, NBC, Hot FM, The Wave, and Radio Caribbean International. The event is licensed by Echo.
Friday, July 18th, Darren Sammy Cricket Ground.
All you put your hands in the air if you love sweet soca music.
Color Me Red.
Somebody say sweet soca music. Oh my gosh. This is the thing to change the world. Watch and sing the words with me. When I'm feeling under the weather, you just make me feel sweet. I put to use the sugar, and together we are complete. Only one look up and fire back in the sea.
Early bird tickets are $155. General admission $150. VIP $500.
Color Me Red. Darren Sammy Cricket Ground.
I could never let you. This song she made. Girl, I'm coming over and see you. Oh, you put this nice and sweet.
Color Me Red.
Put up the fire. Bubble it over.
Friday, July 18th, Darren Sammy Cricket Ground. Color Me Red tickets are available now at Steve's Barbershop, Radio Caribbean International, The Cell, TM Antoine Partners, Red Team members, and FourCirclesTickets.com. Color Me Red, the greatest love.
Good morning and welcome again to another Vaval Central on the Caribbean Sound. And say good morning to Teddy Francis. Morning, brother.
Morning, Iowa. Morning. Day 2.
Day number 2.
Day of 2 months, boy. 8 weeks, jamming. You ready, Iowa? You ready?
Ready.
The journey.
Ready.
You have two gentlemen looking ready next to us there. The main Cecil Charles take over 10th, and TC Brown coming in any minute now. TC Brown of KPT. I see KPT Charlie, but Charlie, but no be shooting. But you ready for battery? I see KPT, but they shoot. So we going with Cecil Charles. Forward there out of over 10th. Getting ready for his first outing that next week, and we're doing TC Brown also next week. We will be doing Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The focus will in fact be on the South Calypso 10th and the Fire One South on Friday at the Cultural Center, the Mecca, the NCC, and then we're going the following day. We're all coming to support Fire One under new management. Good morning, Piper. Welcome Lillian Chalu, Piper, the baptism of fire for them as new managers on Saturday. Piper, Dyson, and Sean, the new managers, they ready. So Chalu has blessed them. They've gotten you know about baptism somewhere else. I know you, knowing you, but they're now on board. As the new leaders of the Fire One, much anticipated, of course, the reigning monarch, the defending monarch, as it were, Desrel will be in on the lineup come the Saturday night, along with persons like Reddy, Educator, and the rest of the lineup. Before that, South Tent, of course, bumper cast. They've been doing well with the promotions and ensuring that they're ready. You're sensing that the South Tent is ready to make a big impact this year. They're coming down on Friday in their numbers, in the convoy, as we like to see, coming down literally together from Viewfort and coming to make an impact, a bumper cast of performers. We're seeing the return of Mahendra, interesting indeed. Remember, Barry George is here too for his expression carnival band. Barry, remember Diki Pakatan?
Yes.
Mahendra was a big name. It was Mahendra, an animator, almost making the entry in the same window, the same area, the same period. Two of the big names and female talent for the South College tent. So Mahendra making a comeback to the tent, like up Ontario, Kakal, and the rest in there. Of course, the Carnival Queen, the reigning Carnival, Chan Lucian, will be making her debut on the big stage. Calypso, she was willing to do it last year. The Queen show duties as a contestant then did not permit, and so now she's ready to go in full swing in the Calypso arena. Lots of music too. We have to deal with this soca music. Asa Ale, who may not be committed or not competing. We never sure if after you know. We'll find out whether Asa is competing. Asa is dropping by just a bit here on Vaval Central. He is an absolute master of the groovy, the subgenre called groovy soca. We want to, of course, making the point that the announcement coming from the CMMC, very important indeed, that there's been an extension of the deadline for submissions. There were lots of music released, and the CMMC obviously feeling the ground, feeling the pulse, a little concession to the producers and the artists who are all under pressure to produce more material, and so an extension to next Wednesday. It was initially Friday, it's now Wednesday. Next week is the absolute deadline then for submission of the recordings for the first phase of judging for the Grand Soca Monarch competition. So extension granted by Claude Paul and the CMMC for the submission of entries into the competition. That now next Wednesday of next week. We'll hear a lot more about that. But we have Barry George, Expressions Carnival Band.
Good morning.
He is a veteran of junior mass. He's been dominated, a legendary, winning several times, some very impressive displays and portrayals from Barry George as Just the Skids is the name, Barry?
Correct, Just the Skids.
And having made his mark and to legendary there, he decided to do the brave thing and go into the big arena in the senior bands. Quite a different challenge there. When you tell the youngsters to get in line, you listen, right, Barry?
Right.
Not the same when you're coming on the highway there. Quite a different challenge. And so, Barry George making the big leap and the big jump. Cecil Charles is here also. Cecil Charles, we're hearing there's an Empress C before we start. Our listeners right around, they like to get the music. And you sent us one release early. Good trend that we see a number of the tents having an early release of one or two songs to whet the appetite. And so we're going to Cecil Charles after Iowa gives us a touch of Empress C. What's the name of the commentary from her?
No Politics.
Right. Charles knows it well. It says No Politics. Empress C, one of the artists in the takeover tent. As we said, a person just joining. Of course, we on 101.1 Radio Caribbean. And we're also on the official page of Radio Caribbean on Facebook and also on Instagram. And of course, as we said, we're going to the big arena in the next 2 weeks when we'll be joined by UTV, our good partners, Iowa, UTV. So we're going now, the first offering we're getting from TUT Soca Village. Empress C. Charlo says it's called
No Politics.
Hello, Empress C. We want you to sing this song for we. democracy. Calling Vaval Central. Give them something controversially. There is too much crime, too much in the country. Corruption and murders is a mystery. I decided to do. I can recall it. See and go see. I live another century. If robbery happened in front of me, I see that, I see that. Homicide in my vicinity, I see that, I see that. If leaders don't know and don't report to me, when they see and don't see, then ask yourself, who is you and me? So don't come tell me sing what I see. I don't want to sing of no politics. I don't want to hear about no CIP. I don't want to sing of no politics. Be it SLP or UWP. I don't want to sing of no politics. I don't want nobody to echo me. I don't want to sing of no politics. Girl, it's so much fun to protest. But today you take me a risk and getting caught in no political bliss. So I ain't thinking of no politics, no politics, no politics. Calling Vaval Central. I can get peace everywhere I go. People keep bringing me info. My children might come back to bite me. And I ain't dropping no more for them to chill me. Last year I remember what happened to Empress Union. So I can't be vocal, cause I want to make finance. This girl is so suicide. So I was obliged to take that political life just to be chatting outside. If I see doctors resigning, I see that, I see that. If hospitals have no water to drink, I see that, I see that. If governments know and don't tell the country, if they resent all away, team when who the heck is me? So don't come tell me sing what I see. I don't want to sing of no politics. I don't want to hear about no VIP. I don't want to sing of no politics. Be it SLP or UWP. I don't want to sing of no politics. I don't want nobody to echo me. I don't want to sing of no politics. Yes, I do. Calling Vaval Central. Of the doctrine. When you sing politics, your life is threatened. So I am singing of no politics, no politics, no politics. I walk in for some very so from growth. Because there are people lose hope. They jump for me, my dollars are flood. But they check your baby red fruit also. The prosperity is knocking on the door. That's youth economy starting to soar. Because the country is back on track, but the young ones struggling and the treasury is slack. It was what in the Bible streets. I see that, I see that. Ministers riding in fancy flips. I see that, I see that. When they said hear no CIP. I don't want to sing about no politics. Me, FFP or UWP. I don't want to sing about no politics. I don't want nobody to heckle me. I don't want to sing about no politics. So what I errors, I keep it to myself. I store it secretly on my empty full shelf. So I ain't singing about no politics, no politics, no politics. Good morning, Vaval Central.
Empress C and Vaval Central New Politics. Then
the first track offered by Chalo from his Takeover 10, the Chalo, an indication of the level of talent in your tent this year.
That's right. That's just a tease of things to come, my brother. And as you always know, we're always happy that we are taking part in the competitions every year. And
Tell the public first of all, Empress C, a season campaigner. She was there.
No, actually, she sang for the first time last year. Okay, so she's coming back. That's the one who lives in Martinique, who lives in Martinique, and so on. Yes, last year she sang songs that might not have been too appropriate. So this year we ensured that she had a better offering, and actually, from what you're seeing, it's already indication that she will be one of the popular persons this year.
We'll see the reaction as she hits the 10th come next week. That's Chalo. Tell us some of what to look forward to Takeover 10th this year. Reminding persons that, as we said, we're talking today to KPT and Takeover 10th, who are performing next week. And tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're focusing totally on the South Calypso 10th and the Fire One, who in proximity to the actual appearance on the weekend on Friday and Saturday, respectively. That's South on Friday and the Fire One on Saturday. So, Chalo, tell us.
Okay, essentially, COT Soccer Village. I remember it's a collaboration, and there might be. I noticed you keep on saying TOT. So maybe.
Good morning, Gonzalo. Good morning.
Maybe that might be an indication of something that might be happening. I'm not too sure.
You come through there. One chance you have to talk.
No. Fun and I. We're good. The two Chalos, we're good.
But that's what like a people that collaboration.
Just that we have to make the powers that we understand is a collaboration.
Right.
Yeah. It's not a merger. But all in all, we're happy because we are seeing a lot of things as we continue to see every year. I mean, we have a bumper cast, I could tell you. It is giving us headache right now in terms of, as we all know, you put on a show and you try to ensure that show is a proper product, and you don't want to go be above a certain number. But when you have so many artists and so on, then of course you have to do your internal cleaning and so on. The only thing is that naturally some persons would be disappointed. But as in any other thing, it's just like when you go to the semis or any part of the competition, from quarters and so on, you might not make it to the national level. So within our collaboration, we have our own internal way of doing things to ensure that we put the best. But one thing I need to make us all understand is that the 10th is a vibe. The 10th is, the competition really starts at quarterfinals. Okay, and I think a lot of people are missing that aspect of it, and they are yearning for that. And TOT Soccer Village, we are ensuring that we bring that back, that element.
What aspect of it? The mixture?
The mixture, the whole question of the energy, the humor and everything. So, you need the dragons, you need the Lord Washers and so on. People need to feel free, that it is not a stiff kind of thing where you just sit down, you cannot clap and that kind of thing. So, as we all know, you get all the anchors before the quarters, but still in that, you have to be able to put things in place in terms of bringing all your entertainers in, because that's what really people come and do. And if you notice at the 10th, what actually happens is sometimes people have not seen each other for the whole year, and they come to the 10th to have that kind of lime. So you want to make it that light. Yes, you want to give value to it. But, we have to, all of a sudden, something has creeped in where, from the time you come to the first show, it's as though it's really competition. And we are trying to bring that element of liveliness for people to want to continue to come to the tents, and all the other shows, especially now that there's an increase in the numbers, okay? Because you don't want people to be singing the same song every year. And these are things we have to be very mindful of. So we are very mindful of that, and we are addressing that within the TOT Soccer Village.
Yeah, you clearly, Chalo, those are joining us. Chalo, we get the point that it's a delicate balance, you know, and the content and good material and entertainment, some fun at the 10th, and you get serious business at the quarterfinals.
That's right.
You're claiming that you have an elimination process because you're so stacked with members and talent. How many members you have roughly? About 30, I'm hearing? Almost that?
It's more than that.
More than 30?
It's more than that, because don't forget it's a collaboration, you know, and as I said, every year people keep on coming. I mean, it would appear that we have the honey, so the bees are always coming to us, you know, and we're happy about that. And we don't really, we are a grouping where whosoever will may come, but then of course it comes with certain conditions, certain standards, and that kind of thing. So, and we ensure that we work with the new persons and even with our older ones in ensuring that they meet the standards, not just for the competition, but other aspects of it. And one other thing that was coming out of the judges workshop, which was just held recently, I mean, a number of some of our members attended in terms of management. And what they were able to bring out is that the very things that we have been telling our artists that was being reinforced, emphasized within the judges workshop and so on. And it's always a good thing, you know. That
I think what elements, for example, what areas?
The whole question of performance, diction, and the various aspects of the judging criteria, you know, that a lot of the performers do not look at. And then what happens is that when the results come out, you hear people saying the judge is thief. You understand? So you need to go into competition, understand what you're being judged with, so that you could go now and perform and so on.
Right. Charles, about 30 members or even more than that, and having an elimination process, there would be some disappointment where only 12 allowed in quarterfinals for 10. That's a maximum.
Yeah, well, it's not to say that the 10s cannot put more, you know. It is just that the government.
That's what government's paying for.
So if the 10 decide to put extra, it's just that the 10s has to pay for that.
Well, that's where the investment, a fair investment by the 10s. But then again, you want to ensure that United is not too long to wait on the judges and so on. I think the 12-24 songs for judging purposes over 4 10s. 4 nights, 96 songs we judge. Well, it's careful that by adding members, you're not going down and working against yourself, getting the judges wary at the very end.
Yeah, it's true, but at the same time, the collaboration always have to take that into consideration, that we do not disadvantage our performers, because when you look at the quality, we could see that when you get to the 12 or the 13 or the 14, you could still put in more when you look at the bigger picture. You understand? So, and as I said, the artists invest, you know. That is the thing, you know. The artists invest.
Right.
I mean, just to score one score sheet is free. I think a minimum of $300, okay? Into the Calypso, you must have 2 songs. All right? You have to think of paying your writer. You cannot come on the stage anyhow. Right. So there's an investment in attire and all those kind of things. So, and sometimes I think we overlook that, you know. We overlook that and think it's a matter of as though we grant in. But we deserve it. We deserve it. And I'm talking about for the entire fraternity, you know.
A good development last 2 years, Charlo. You've taken the lead in passing on some of the talent. Those who don't quite make it to your top 12, you have channeled them towards intercommercial Calypso. They've been at least 2 or 3. So a very good development to ensure that they do get a big stage. So they didn't quite make it to the big yard and the quarterfinals, but they get a chance for intercommercial. That would be a bit of a squeeze this year, because there's been a massive reaction to intercommercial, a big revival. Over 20 participants already, the different companies, bigging up all the companies. The writers have been kept busy and they're ready to be in a big way. We'll be going through and naming some of them, saying good morning to people like Wasco, who are in there, the defending champions, St. Lucia Workers Credit Union, and a number of others. Reminding you, the teachers are back, the police are back, so it's really going to be a bumper year for intercommercial. After Allah is here, the legend, the groovy, we keep saying, no apology, no dispute, the best performer of groovy soca in the entire Caribbean. There's nobody I've ever seen. If you see anybody, show me them. Could perform a groovy soca better than Yeah. How you do? No, I'm not a legend. Yes, legend. There is no performer of groovy soca in the Caribbean, and certainly according to the criteria on that score sheet, better than Afa. He never overperforms. The voice, the control, the emphasis. Afa is a boss and master. Tell me, you know anybody any anything to perform that movie better than Afa? No training.
His background is teaching, you know. Teaching, you know. Remember that?
Elijah Allen. What do you think? What the first song you were jumping alone? That's the big one. Afa is here. We to talk soca. Barry George is there to talk in the bands, his perspective. He's a relatively new band, Expressions Carnival Band. They speak about the parade, about the challenge for band leaders, about a new model. Not all the bands will be like Zuvo and just a slightly different model, Barry, slightly different. And then TC Brown coming in is minutes away to speak about KPT. Remember, Lucian Junior Carnival. Our carnival is called Lucian Carnival now, not Lucian Carnival. It's Lucian Carnival, you see. And then the Junior Carnival is your big carnival. The whole aspect of emphasis on the Soca this year is a school tour. That school tour is on starting Thursday. I'm hearing we will confirm, but we're hearing that Motion usually starting the ball rolling on Thursday. So lots of action with the juniors also. Bachelor is in the week, your favorite boy. But of course, Iowa reminds me, you must go to the break now. A short break, Iowa.
Yes, very short.
And back with Arthur Ale, Barry George talking Carnival Band Expressions and others. Charlo, C. Brown, they all in the house. Lots more music too when we get back on Vaval Central.
Thank you very much, Teddy. Vaval Central CI is sponsored by the Carnival Planning and Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, very novelty, easily the little, Paris Paints, the champions of color, the computer store, Quartz, bringing value home.
Get ready, St. Lucia. Lucian Carnival 2025 is on, and this year it's bigger, brighter, and bolder than ever. From Calypso to Soca, Junior Carnival to Juve, and Panorama to Pageantry, every event is bursting with non-stop energy, ecstasy, and vibes. Come catch the rhythm on Carnival Monday and Tuesday with views that only Lucian Carnival can deliver. It's the ultimate summer escape. Feel the vibes, embody the spirit. Lucian Carnival, nothing is sweeter than that.
South Calypso Tent, in collaboration with the Carnival Music Management Committee and the CPMC, present the Advocates of the Art Form. Long live Soul! The grand launching Friday the 23rd at the National Cultural Center. Showtime, it's 30 p.m. Featuring 4-time Calypso Mono, Minal, Daco Fontalio, Oshun, King Kakar, TDRs, Cherry Boy, Mighty K, Mahandra, Demian, Diplomat, What's All, Newcomers, Lucian, Arthur and more. Surprise guest artists with MC Donorville, the backup band, South All-Stars. Admission $25 you pay at the door. This event is sponsored by Lucelect, Southern Taxi Association, Bounty Rock, Beer Marcel, Peter Beer, Climax, and IC, Caribbean Grains, Flour Mill, Peter and Company Auto, Jason, and Alfred Modesi, Forest Springs, Missions Electrical, South Calypso Tent, Grand Launch, Friday, May 23rd, at 30 p.m. at the NCC. This event is licensed by ECHO. No unauthorized vendors allowed.
Barry, you're a winner. Give me a Give me a Barry.
Barry. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Can you buy me a drink from the canteen?
Sure. Looks like the canteen uses first pay from CIBC Caribbean. Ready, Dad?
Give me a first.
First.
Give me a pay.
Pay. Do you like that, Jabari? Jabari.
For quick transfer with just an email, mobile number, or QR code, use First Pay from CIBC Caribbean. Visit CIBCCaribbean.com/ways to bank for more information.
With Smart Submit, say goodbye to the hassle and hello to convenience. Don't waste time and risk errors submitting C3 forms to the NIC. Go online. Submit your NIC C3 forms from anywhere at any time. It's simple, convenient, and secure. Smart Submit is the smart choice. Still doing it the old way? Maybe it's time to wake up. Make the smart choice with Smart Submit, the smarter way to submit your C3 form. Visit us online at www.stlucianic.org for more information. NIC, for the benefit of us all.
Imagine life as a cricket match. You're playing well, enjoying the game, when suddenly an unexpected delivery comes your way. A critical illness can be that surprise comes fast, unpredictable, and challenging. Having critical illness insurance can be your game changer, providing financial support when you need it most. Don't wait for the unexpected. Get the right coverage with a critical illness insurance solution from Sagicor. For more information, visit sagicor.com today. Terms and conditions apply.
To start. Keep your car running smoothly and safely with proper wheel alignment. Misaligned wheels can lead to uneven tire wear, reduced fuel efficiency, and compromised handling. At Automotive Art, we've invested in state-of-the-art wheel alignment technology to ensure your vehicle is in top condition. Call us or visit Automotive Art on Instagram or Facebook to schedule your appointment today and experience the difference.
And we're back, Vaval Central on RCI, Teddy.
Yes, we're back. Yeah, boy, so there are some powerful people there. Barry George, we have TC Brown, we have Arthur Ale. We're going through lots of content this morning. Even at 8:30, but an hour. And so a lot of carnival we discuss here this morning. Same morning to the juniors again. There's soca this year, right? In 2 little soccas for the thing, for the juniors, I want.
Yeah, we can do that, of course.
The school of soca. There's also the PAN, the juniors morning to the team, PMC getting ready. And also we have them, the guys. So as usual, so much talent has come and graduated out of that cradle, the nursery that is Junior Calypso. From who we remember, Tricky, Lady Siax, Caro, a lot of them to come through from that talent. So after you didn't sing.
No, but I was never ready to sing calypso, you know. Right. Yeah, I loved it, I admired it. But the first time I touched the calypso stage was Soca Village. When I entered Matrix Band, Papa Vida put me in the backups. So if you go look at the old tips, you can see Alpha and 2 other ladies doing backup Soca Calypso. That's where I started, you know.
So he's probably write 2 verses for you.
Yeah. No, let me tell you. Full respect for Calypso. I don't know how they can remember all the long verses, each verse changing, and I respect the Calypso.
And some
and it backed up with all the pressure on stage.
Your nerves.
And there's some talented artists to change the chorus.
The chorus, everything changes. We're like, what? You know, we saw guys that are, you know, repeat.
What I like about Arthur Ale is that the Arthur tried was brave boy. As he tried back again, but he had back down. He and Tennyson joined that power soca boy. What? But after that top movie, but the power soca, the Tennyson, we laugh at Tennyson over Bussy boy. Trying Tennyson going halfway.
No, power is another one. Let me tell you, when I did my first power soca, halfway through the song, I say, you see that? I finish that. I go low once when I get on the stage. That wasn't for me. I'm good.
Let me tell you, he's trying to get this here. But the power soca, who are our biggest exponents of it? I'm telling you, you see Pringles, Superman, of how to perform a power soca. He's one of the strongest. Ricky T is deceptive in his style. You don't see any big set of energy and everything, but he has the timing. He's nothing about timing, like Ricky T and Ashanti have. And of course, Alpha, of course, you know. Of course. You don't have a number of so many natural power soca performers. There's a different but there's stature and presence also. There's a special kind of talent. The power soca, he belts it out, you know, commands attention. So Ezra,
even HP, all with HP.
Once he fits and in good condition.
I like when power gets, you know, people like even the inclusion of Sly now.
True.
You know, it gives power soca whole new dimension.
I but you think of Sly doesn't do the tearaway power.
Right. Power. Give it another dimension.
So we have so many dynamics to soca now. So we have the hard groove, the groovy that not so soft, and then we have the power that are very smooth, you know. So we have the legends there. We have Arthur Ale. We heard from Chalo about the takeover tent. As persons keep asking and persons joining, we remember that at every point. And so the South Calypso tent and Fire One. Desrel will be in on Thursday. He's defending his crown to speak about that, but also he's lead as far as popular songs, party songs with the car. You like the car? TC Brown?
Yeah. Interesting.
Poppy say he's still looking for a car for Calypso Mona too. There's not a little play on woods there. Drive the car. We come back to the music, but we're going with Barry George, who's here for Expressions Carnival Band. Your mic, Barry. Expressions Carnival Band into the third year, Barry. Okay, right, correct. The third year, and also he has already made his mark as a leader of Junior Justice Kids. So Barry is a creative man, dance, theater, mass. He's there. And a director of KPT also, correct? So we go in. Tell us about the challenge. You're not just for fun. You're not Zumbo. You're not. What model are you? Because when I try for a different model, not all the bands follow the same pattern. as some of the big ones. What are you doing differently about it? Expressions Carnival.
Well, definitely, expression is a band that focus really for local consumption, basically for the locals. We realized over the years that from the statistics of Carnival, realized that the solutions have been out of the carnival for a number of reasons. One, for price, two, a lot of women felt like the costume designs to fit their bodies and stuff like that, and realized that the foreign takeover, which is not a bad thing, but it has eliminated the participation of our locals. So expressions basically want to fill that void, want to come in and bring back the whole idea of persons coming to carnival, especially the conservative ladies that want to be still sexy but conservative, to be
Sexy but not sexual.
exactly. Well, yeah, basically, want to wear something that they can leave home and still be part of the carnival. Realize also that there is a cry for persons who really want to come back into the carnival, but design is the factor that prevents them from participating. So Expressions basically wants to do that, but basically is doing that, trying to meet those demands, and especially to get back locals into the carnival. For us too, we are a team of creative persons, and we want to also bring back the essence of carnival. We believe that carnival is a medium where really our art, our culture, our designs, our imagination should be filtered. I think for the past, 10 years, we have been seeing one kind of imagination, one kind of look. And for me, as a creative person, I felt stifled within that. So I decided to go back into what I believe is mine, which is more solutions. Like, for example, all our designers are solution designers, as opposed to because I believe the carnival is supposed to uplift and promote our own talent. So I believe that's one of our start is to engage our young designers, create a platform so they can filter into the carnival, and of course to play themes that can resonate to our country, to our people, films that can relate, that can make connectivity, that kind of thing, and also to give a spectacular showcase. So this year, we're doing a film. Our introductory film this year is called Folklore. We are using the cultural form of masquerade, basically. We have reimagined it, we have refantasized it with new design and bring life to it, showing how our own cultural forms can take center stage, main stage into the carnival, and do it in a very tasteful way, and keeping the authenticity of it and the authentic look, while trying to bring everybody into the carnival again.
Everybody, traditional, I'm very happy with you. What is the overall aspect? You do have some plan for the ladies, like
definitely, yes, there's a great mix, a great mix. And also in our band too, is also we try to encourage and to support and facilitate the dynamic of carnival, which is costume making. Right now, we have a shortage of costume builders, and then even in the areas of the king and queens, we have the persons who still want to do it, but they have the lack of resources. So trying to facilitate them how they could get back into that amazing work of artistry. Just the king and queen advantage. Really, they highlight. You ask me, we see all the wire bending and the carving and those big pieces is something that I believe is still indigenous to us and still need to be protected. So our band tried to facilitate. So we have people like Sean Grieve, the great Sean Grieve, that we're working with closely. Again, Perry Marcel, we work with in the band as well, to encourage the whole tradition of the bigger costumes. That king and queen band also have that support and participation annually.
Good, Barry. It sounds very good. It's very good direction.
Yes.
And there's been a clamor for that kind of creativity,
Right.
local talent. What numbers are you looking at, Barry?
Well, we don't go into a large band, definitely. We're going to do a small special band where we can say everybody's VIP. We are sidelining nobody. Everybody's VIP. So we're looking at this a band of 400 basically. And of course, it's really street theater. This year we want.
Is that a small band?
Yeah, it's a small band. and the other thing we want to do too is we want to we're doing some nice collaboration. So you'll see, a nice drum inside on the road. We have to bring back some of the authentic drum because I think the film we're playing is a film dear to my heart. I think it's a film that everybody loves masquerade, and I think the masquerade for me as a performer when I go overseas to do it, it's a phenomenal cultural form. People everywhere graphic it. I think that's a nice introductory way to bring back the hope of the faith that carnival is still alive and there is something to show in our carnival culturally, basically.
And so, Barry, I think the masquerade not only the obvious, well-known form, there's several forms of it, variations.
Yes.
Barry, you told me, I keep saying the business model that the costumes, what's your range of costumes, the prices? And some bands have about 3,000, 2,000.
No, we are doing that. We made it affordable. I think for us, basically, the purchase of costume, not just a costume you purchase for being a band, you pay for the experience as well. So our range really right now is between 900 lowest and 1,006 highest. That's the range basically. And the costumes, if you have to compare them, you'll see the level. It's still on the level for those that are charging the 2.5 and the 3, that kind of thing. And the nice thing about our costume too, in our thought process, we thought of sustainable development of how we can make our design sustainable. So parts of our costumes are one, they are cultural items or piece of culture that you can keep as a souvenir. Like the headpieces. All our headpieces are really authentic masquerade headpieces, done the correct way with the actual madras fusing it as well. Even our pipe banana headpieces too has a lot of the actual banana leaves shaped and texturized in it and so on. Some of our designs as well too. After you take out all the parts, you can wear a piece of jeans with it and wear it for the party or go down somewhere with it. So costumes does that. You do not just for Carnival Monday and Tuesday. You can wear it with a piece of jeans down the line, piece of shorts. That we try to make our costumes sustainable and so they get that value as well.
Yeah. I want like the price.
Yes, we do.
Look like if I walk on the street Wednesday after carnival, I will see your costume on your road.
and one thing I can tell you, that's one band. I can assure you, that's one band. When you see our regular in their costume, you can tell what band they're from. All right. No, it's our identity. It's a clear identity. It's a clear identity.
You putting pressure on the
No. There's no pressure. I mean, all the aspects of what we offer in the carnival is important to the festival. But as creatives are allowed to go to their own direction, find their own self, find their own niche, and that is what Expression is trying to do. Try to be different. I mean, as a new band coming, I cannot look like anybody else. It puts me into their line. I need to look different. And that's what we try to achieve, that different look, that authentic look, that when we say, oh, yeah, that's an Expressions costume, that's an Expression brand, that's the kind of what we try to look towards.
Yeah. Very good. The battle against all the glam and the glitz, the bikini and beads, the pretty mask, so overwhelming that you're battling against it, doing different paths, different direction. So much so, as you're saying, one band leader, we have one of the big bands telling us the trend developing now, the pressure of social media and the image and the glam is so powerful.
Right.
The young ladies attending, the girls attending now to what they do. The backpack is worth about $1,000 more than the plain bodysuit, the glamorous, extensive backpack too. They come together, 4 or 5 of them, pay for the backpack.
Very true.
Take the picture for Instagram.
Very true. Very true. Yeah. Very true. Very true.
That is so important to them. That picture with the backpack and the full glam, with the makeup and the hair, and so they completed the backpack on. So instead of each of us buying paying $1,000 each for the backpack,
take all their photos and they get ready to
share it at the start.
Yeah.
Take our photos of the backpack and then afterwards,
very true.
What matters to them is that this photo,
that
friends and haters in that IT photo. That is all precious, so that's what's important. So to counter the band leaders tell me the bands might be proactive and simply just rent the backpack. So you can buy your backpack for $1,000 more, but you can also rent it for $200 for the photo.
You're correct. And that's what's unique about the carnival. It has so many meanings for every player. So people judge to it for many reasons, but it still connect to that that one reason, that freedom of expression. You know, how they choose, how they define freedom of expression to the individual playing that massive
And I can
stage.
think that you respect everybody. So the Pantheon brand, the songs and so they have their, you respect
No,
them.
trust me. I mean, even as a past president of the Carnival Bands Association, I had to also defend it, and not just defending it in a because I have to. I understood the whole history on it. I mean, it's a festival that really celebrates our heritage, how who we are as people. Trust me, I can tell you sure for sure. When the slave ship came down to the Caribbean, we did not close. I can guarantee you that. You understand me? We did not do much either. Doesn't mean that what we're saying that you have to be that, but we didn't have much either. And it's a celebration of those people. You understand me?
So women tell you it's about the empowerment and the
You're
freedom.
very correct. It starts there. It starts there. If you're celebrating your African heritage, the Africans do little clothes as well, and it also tells you about what is the future is. And Carnival always had this rebellious aspect of it, had this revolution aspect of it, and women over the years have gone through a lot of evolution and change, and now it is about empowerment. The fact that 365 days I don't have to worry about man, child, job, work. That is my 2 days to be who I am. Is that 2 days to express myself, and the feather and the gems really represent empowerment. It's really about that confidence before is the only time they can actually leave the road from where they're living and walk down in a custom way, not judging them at all. It allows that kind of freedom, and it's one that needs to be respected in that sense too. So it allows that for the carnival, and one has to appreciate that as well.
Goodbye, Barry George. Lots to
Yes.
Barry George, a lot to digest, a lot to analyze. TC Brown just strumming his guitar. Remember where I got to? TC Brown, you're not playing master. Huh? Not yet.
Side rebel.
What if I said TC, you're a private dancer?
Yeah.
Dancing people. The mic.
Barry is a director of KPT. Now I already seen KPT as part of that band, yeah. And that's something. I mean, you figure, yeah, because what will happen? You just heard him say that he would not jump in the thing, but here you have the opportunity of a band that would allow him to jump in.
It's in touch.
Yes. So that's what,
because I've always tell Barry we have to create that kind of nexus between expressions and KPT. So almost when you see them, you almost like you can't separate. Two. Yes.
Powerful stuff. As is ready, we have Elijah Allen, there's Arthur Allen. In studio, a lot to say. We have TC Brown. TC Brown, when he came 99, you and Bachelor came to 99. The front page of the boys. The big breakthrough,
Yeah, memory good. So what you did last night, yeah, Bachelor came in. I've been trying to get Bachelor back, but I came in with someday I'm gonna make it, and on semi-finals, boy, a fella walk up to me and say, boy, someday you will make it, but not today, boy. I didn't make finals that year.
But let me tell you,
being an experience.
That's part of the intrigue of the backstage, the corridors, the pressure, the tension. And I tell people, all my experience in running carnival, commenting, analyzing carnival, all sides of the fence and the equation, the most reasonable, pleasant person is the carnival reveler, the calypsonian, the soca artist, the reasonable 3 months before carnival, 2 months married. At the climax of the festival, they become a different irrational. I have seen band leaders cry. Some really good band leaders cry when the costumes are ready on that Sunday night. And the revelers question every the grandmother, the mother cry. When the truck breaks down on the way to Marshall and the revelers ready to beat up the. Let me tell you, when the truck stop by the NIS building and the revelers decide they not walk into any stage, fix that truck, we jump in. I say, what? And as carnival director, you can't intervene, you have to pass the street and keep quiet because they're ready for you. It's not easy at all. And it's only pleasant, and then backstage, remember, 30 days you're naive in media and so on, and running the carnival. You come back, you see TC Brown and educator, first you go talk to them, And right away, the other 7 players in the final don't talk to you that night at all. They saw you talking to the educators, so you can't talk to them that night. Paranoia, real
Can't touch nobody on the back.
and no hugging backstage. No touching at all. That's when I came out that backstage, everybody have their own tent. Forget what is provided by the body, they have their own tent, and you can't come around there. Real
A lot has changed. It has developed.
And that's what I must say too.
More
our CPMC, our event St. Michel thing, I must make that point. Who was saying it on another forum? As far as the production execution of these events, folks, St. Lucia ranks very highly in the Caribbean. I remember being in Trinidad in Penn. We playing this song in a while, in the middle, we playing that in a while. Good morning, tickets. And Penn in Teddy Francis, we really giving no pressure for nothing in St. Lucia because we have two common finals in Trinidad. And the girls have to turn them one big tent for everyone, for all 40 people, but turn their back and let's put on their clothes, just their back to you and let's go. And Penn, what and we get no pressure in St. Lucia, same thing, you know. Marshall arrived, Marshall is number 52 in semi-final. And Marshall arrived after the 18th place and he said, we don't know. How does it happen? And Marshall had Patrice and Famana. All my people going on now. That's it. And everybody back there. That is a crazy place. We dip. The man is 52, he just arrived at number 18 and he going. He's a real crazy organization wise. Yeah. Maybe because of the Charles led to it, you know, the legacy effect. We really have our backstage at Sukamona, shallow and so involved. It's not easy at all, you know, compared to others. TC Brown, we coming to you with QPT. Running him in, let's run 2 little movies before we come to, you know, before we come to the Exodus from TC Brown.
Running again, you might be again. Start the thing, cause we're really big girl there. Find yourself in the bacchanal section. In the bacchanal section. Roll down your knees, roll up your bum. From my seat up, I want to go in the middle. I want to go down in the middle, right there. In the place where the girl and them person moves after you. In the middle, I feel like we're trapped in the middle, right there. Start the trend, see me getting on with my friend and then party starts and not gonna catch me as I enter. I want to go down there. Can't be working on the side. Only best for me is in the center. I want to go down there. When the party run, every girl push back and a man switch positions like it is yoga. Make him know that you is the one. What? Hitting up the place. Take the pressure right now is space. And wind down for me. Go down, spread out and give me space. I want to go in the middle. I want to go down in the middle, right there. In the place where the girl and them petting waist, I tell you. In the middle, I feel like we're trapped in the middle, right there. Start the trend, see me getting on with my friend and then I'm blessed when one bumper on. You stop crying. I never wanted you to go. Stop trying. I can't deal with it, no. So when you call for the rain, you have to deal with the mud. When you call for the rain, you have to deal with the mud. When you call for the rain, you have to deal with the mud. When you call for the rain, you have to deal with the mud. Right now, no matter, but someone new taking good care of me. I'm getting fatter, your storybook there working on it. But I am done, just let it go, I am feeling no way. Something must run, what they from me, they can't take it away. Don't look for me, don't search for me, I deal with my do darling. I do darling.
Vaval Central on the Caribbean sound, Teddy.
We're going to the time check, but we're coming back. We have more music too. Bazodi, a nice little track with Yugan and Mata. We also have Ninja Dan, Jonathan St. Rose, one called Sweet and Too Sweet, and we also Nerdy, Oh, nice one. I'm warning you that I'm warning you. You know, interesting. Lots of music. We're going through all of it. You have Sire, big up Sire. We're coming to you in just a bit, running all the soca tracks, developing for this year, giving everyone a fair chance. That has been the call, and we're determined to do that. Give everybody a play. As we said, the deadline has been extended. Do that, Asa? To next Wednesday. Submission.
Awesome.
Well, I asked if you are competing, I was saying you don't know. You never show it back.
You never show it back.
And we're going to the time check and the ads and coming back with Arthur and TC Brown. Barry will tell us about the Carnival Tuesday too and what you can do on Juve money. But we're going to Arthur and TC Brown.
Thank you very much, Steady. The time on Radio Caribbean International is 9 o'clock. Tangent brought to you by Ferris Food.
I'm feeling for something special, something tasty, something smooth. When I think about all the flavors I can savor, I gotta have Barron's ice cream.
I wanna have, I need to have a flavor that makes me glad. The way I feel, it must be Barron's ice cream. Chocolate ice cream bars, creamsicles I gotta have. Give me some hot for yogurt, I need
Barron's ice cream.
Barron's ice cream.
So delicious. Ice cream. Barron's tastes so good. Barron's ice cream. Whoa, I gotta have it. Cause only the best will do.
Barron's ice cream, bringing back delicious memories.
Vaval Central is sponsored by the Carnival Planning Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Primrine North, Live a Little, Aerospace, the Champions of Color, the Computer Store, and Co-ops bringing value home.
Get ready, St. Lucia. Lucian Carnival 2025 is on, and this year it's bigger, brighter, and bolder than ever. From Calypso to Soca, Junior Carnival to Juve, and Panorama to pageantry, every event is bursting with non-stop energy, ecstasy, and vibes. Come catch the rhythm on Carnival Monday and Tuesday for the views that only Lucian Carnival can deliver. It's the ultimate summer escape. Feel the vibes, embody the spirit. Lucian Carnival, nothing is sweeter than that.
South Calypso Tech, in collaboration with the Carnival Music Management Committee and the CPMC, present the Advocates of the Art Form. Long live Kaiso! The grand launching Friday the 23rd at the National Cultural Center. Showtime, 8:30 p.m. Featuring four-time Calypso Mona, Minal, Dyke Fontalio, Osun, King Kaka, 3 Yards, Cherry Boy, Mighty K, Mahandra, Demian, Diplomat, What's All, Newcomers, Lucian, Arthur and more. Surprise guest artists with MC Doraville, the backup band, South All-Stars. Admission $25 you pay at the door. This event is sponsored by USELECT, Southern Taxi Association, Bounty Rum, Marcel, Peter Bear, Mamas, and IC, Caribbean Grains, Flour Mill, Peter and Company Auto, Jason, and Alton Monesi Forest, Springs, Central Electrical, South Calypso Tech, Grand Launch, Friday, the 23rd, 8:30 p.m. at the NCC. This event is licensed by ECHO. No unauthorized vendors allowed.
Rachel, congrats. I heard about your promotion and you just finished a master's? You're on a path to success. How do you do it? Simple. Follow your heart, face your career goals, and choose the bank that supports your journey.
Follow your heart to mentor, mother, or nurture. CIBC Caribbean is proud to empower women entrepreneurs and professionals like you. We provide women's empowerment benefits, including reduced fees, cashback, and more. Visit CIBCCaribbean.com/women in business for more information.
You asked for it, and we answered. Focus Stars is back! The hottest stage for up-and-coming Focus Stars with live vibes, more energy, and fans to turn up the heat. Focus Stars getting ready. A massive $20,000 production package is up for grabs. That's right, your own song and music video fully produced. Think you've got what it takes? Register now to compete. Sign up early at PeterBear.com or come in early at the venue. This is your shot at stardom. Peter Focus Stars 2025. It all starts Wednesday, May 21st at Calamity in Oxford. Bring out the Focus Star in you.
And we're back, Vaval Central and the Caribbean Star, Teddy.
Welcome back. Peter Soca Stars is back. Another ministry for artists, monster, and a whole host of others came out to that.
After Ali.
When Mitch used to back like us, I never really competed in it.
Master with brand A. Brand A.
Not to mash
Brand A is something else. Watch it.
Not to mash up Afro brand and
Watch
team, huh? No, don't do that.
Now, but big up with your superstars. Happy is back, you know.
Fantastic, kind of raw talent. I thought they were too raw, you know.
I think they're doing. I think they need to part at one point, you know.
A lot of artists came through at that time. TC Brown, pressure on you. We're going to end it faster and give this whole segment on the soca and what's happening and his music. But TC Brown, you involved in a genre that is under pressure. It's limited, it's not so respected throughout the world, it's not trending internationally, but also it's one of the few that every year you have to come material, 2 songs, and even more to come. How many years we are not released a song? 7,
You know,
8 years.
She just released something on the Smoke soundtrack there.
But they almost every year.
It's competition, you know, it's demanding. You have to be on it because it's just one of those genres, you know. And funny, you know, that's the topic that came up on the sideline because it's one of my contributions for this year, asking that very question, you know. Why Calypso is not represented? And I mean, I've said it in forums, Shalom must have me loud and clear. Where's the king? You know, we see the queen everywhere, and where's the king of Kaiso? Why do we have a king of Kaiso? And that's one of the things, you know. I want to know Kaiso. I want to know Kaiso, what you do them Kaiso, they treat you bad so. Go to a show, no Kaiso on the radio, no Kaiso, yo cafe coblo, ukwaze Kaiso. Saki kasi se, samalewe, ble a beche, Kaiso manje, benu kai pije, cheyo, nu kai kase zelyo. Kaiso, Kaiso, Kaiso will never, ever run away. Sakina Kaiso, la we get back That's basically you get the gist of it in the verses. It's a serious conversation I want to start this year. A serious thought. I want us to think of it. Why isn't Calypso represented? We'll get into the gist of it on stage, right. We will. We'll get to the bottom of it and we'll ask the big question.
And you all will touch into an internationally. Why hasn't it crossed borders?
All that, you know.
We've been asking that
all these questions, we really have to start the conversation, you know, as to why. Mm-hmm. It's similar to I even make mentions of, you know, when we look at Test cricket, the 20, is it as a trend we follow in, you rather go fast and slow down, you know? Instant gratification, instant result. And really what that's doing to us, you know, is that how we want to go, where we want to go. So we need to have that conversation. Maybe Yon.
You want a little thing there, when you start coming, shall open his eyes.
I always say people, here you have the competition, and that's the other thing it does. The competition keeps on dividing us. So it's Charo and I'm running a tent.
Right.
And then we have that fight, you know, because of competition.
Yeah. But the competition gives it an energy too. It's for you to use it the right way. It does give it an energy, to the excitement and so to go on. By the way, competition, Rowan Sion just sent a note saying ready for the first time in years. He has these 2 songs ready. Yeah. So the pick-up from Chalo and then you have to listen to what other fellas write before you write. Chalo, the man tell you have these 2 songs ready.
Well, I guess that's why Happy dropped what he dropped there already. You know, and he give him a pick-up too.
Back to TC Brown. So Rowan Sion announcing that there's well supposed to come through Thursday. We want to do South tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the 2 tents, South, and so there's one about is ready. He's leading the charge in the soca, the party music, the car, and then he's ready. Some interesting topics come too. So the tents, you sensing that the public ready this year, they ready for it.
I think it's going to be a big year for Carnival, Lucian Carnival on the whole. I think the energy is right. You know, I wish all the tents,
success. We've been having meaningful conversations behind the scenes. Without the tent, there's no really Kaiso. We're the ones who really put our foot forward and make it happen. Charlo said some really good things in the beginning of how we can keep interest, how we have to keep interest and not take tent so seriously. And it's where it developed. It's not where it's at its peak. It's where it's developed.
Yeah.
And I think we must start to seek for that and come out to the tents and really make it align. Because that's what it is. That's what it is.
So the challenge remains the balance, the mix of some potential talent, role-playing talent, some solid material must be there.
Yes.
Also some fun.
You look at all, like you mentioned, laughter.
And a particular,
you want that element. You want people to see people laugh, and that's why we really call it the art of Kaiso. These are the things we wanted to highlight because we saw these things going in another direction. So how could we bring it back? How could we bring back the fun in tent and want people to come to tent again? And that's it. We need to really look at these elements. We look at the education. We're going to educate people on stage. We're going to entertain them on stage. We're going to inform them on stage. All these things we want to look at and bring a really nice vibe, a really nice tent vibe. Those who've never been to a tent, I'm speaking to lots of people who have a strange perception of what a tent really is, and we encourage them to come out. And when they get there for the first time, they're like, "Whoa, so that's what it is! It's the safest lime you could think of. It's really a good lime. It's a good link up, like Charlo said. People haven't met for a long time. You come outside, the tent in intermission. You could link, have a drink, meet up with people, and what have you, and have good entertainment. And that's the kind of elements we really want to look at.
Tell us what your package like this, see what you're offering this year.
We're looking nice as KPT. We're looking nice. We are in innovative tent. We striving for pros. That's the main name here. Kaiso Pros tent. We're looking at we have some good singers this year again. We have added some new people to the tent, like you mentioned. Dosha. Looking forward to seeing her on stage. Her first rehearsal is this afternoon. So we'll really take it from there, and we're excited about it. We have some new people as well. Couple people have jumped ship. We've made it possible for them because KPT. We try not to. When we came in, we didn't want to be that kind of vessel where you have an issue with your tent and you just run to KPT and that's not what we created the tent for. We really a tent trying to focus on a lot of new people. And people who really want to take the art form to the next level, so that's our focus. And I think we could really put on a really good show on May 1st. Yep, we have pre-offerings.
What day of the week is that?
That's Friday. Next week Friday. This week is Tony Wilkinson South, followed by Fire One. We wish them all the best with that. We want people to come out to the tents because it's only when you come out to the tents it will be successful.
I'm confident they will this year. You're sensing. Good morning to Minel, our multiple Monarch winner. Respect to her. She's very much in the fray and ready early. Yesterday, we made the point we're talking about Minel and how many crowns. The point that we speak often of the Calypsonian and how many crowns they've won, but the writers. So we made the point yesterday that Niam has won 7 and Sion Confumi won 11 crowns.
Wow.
One is Jackson.
I love that.
Yeah,
that was a big
2 with Young Desrel and then 8 with Pep. So
amazing.
Yeah, he didn't win the Guy Love Dance. That was his defending tune. He didn't win the crown. He wanted something about that's a big party song where he did it. So interesting. How many crowns you win as a super writer? How many crowns you win?
40.
40? Yeah. Road match and thing. Road match. What's your biggest song you ever wrote? The song that give you the most satisfaction. A lot for the same thing.
I think it would be Pressure Boom.
Pressure Boom. Yeah, that's a big. Yeah, people. No people ask me every time. I was all right. Every year we sing. That's a big one. Yeah. Tell me, the two of you artists. TC, tell me the song that brought you the most satisfaction and gratification. The song that, when you think now, the most emotion came through. But you want to ask them. We'll start after that question.
It will have to be Wear It Now, without a doubt. And it keeps doing it over and over, in many different ways. Just the the mere fact you could start a song
and the crowd
and let the crowd handle the rest.
Anyway,
And they handle it so well.
Yeah,
too, it's a feeling that you could never get over. It would definitely
which other one?
be where I did now. I like Eye of the Storm a lot for some strange reason. Yeah, that song really was not.
Who wrote that one?
That was written by Teddy Z
and yourself
and myself. Yeah, I also have a passion for Rasta as well.
Yeah, Rasta.
Yeah, there are a few good. So I think this year too, the songs I'm about to present this year will
you work in the trust because
for sure.
Partnership. And that's so important in Kaiser, that
right.
partnership.
Yeah, I think that understanding and that connection, it's amazing. I don't trouble super lyrics, period.
Right.
And you don't trouble my music.
Right. Yeah.
So you give me the lyric, it's my job to go and find the music.
Yeah.
And so far it's worked out well. Never had to question a line or word, not even a spelling of it either. Suku is the story like that.
Yeah.
And I take the music the same way. I approach the music the same way with a similar thought and energy he puts into his writing. I try to bring that into finding the music.
After I let me up your two biggest songs.
Boy, that one tough for me. For me, is between Namu especially
the public thing.
The public. For me, okay, it would be between Feeling Irie and I would say I'm a West. Well, I'm a West. The solution took over. It wasn't what I competed with, but that's his song that's the only song of mine that will give me chills on the stage. Like the reaction of the crowd and stuff. I remember doing the Juju thing, boy. And boy, I never seen a reaction of solutions like that, So it was coupled with that, and like just even the Super one time last year. Yeah, we didn't even get to use it properly, but just not my fault. I'm at Independence rally.
That one is super right.
Yeah, man, but just place like the place was dead, and like they just like a switch came on and like
the same Lucian song.
Yeah, like and Feeling Irie is a song that.
An interesting Feeling Irie was a recent one, eh?
Yeah, that's 2022 and still playing like a new song. Even Numb, like it was my first breakout tune. I didn't like the song.
It's a public song.
Yeah, it's a public song.
That's not a big song.
Boy.
No, that's not a big soca song. Lucian just love that song.
That's a song that just never dies, no matter what.
The effects of putting good production.
Maybe, but they like that.
But I just wonder, like, what that song will be playing. People stop and they were like, boy, that song. We honestly, when we dropped this song, was like a little teaser for the carnival, and then it just became the people's song. And
after we want to talk music with you on the time left, tell me the most challenging performance. You have when you almost from down, like the response wasn't coming as song you try. Tell me the performance that's one or two that strike you as challenging, and I say was
as in so otherwise.
Anyway,
boy, there's been times I get all kind of heckles in the crowd, In my early days, come on. I always give the story of Peter Patton. He had my very first one.
Right.
He was Pressure Boom. He just mentioned Pressure Boom there. That was the year after Pressure Boom bus. And like, boy, I fresh on this thing. I try in all songs. The crowd ain't moving nowhere. So I say, Pressure was a big song, fellas. They would do it. I have to bus. Why? People watching me like, who's net? And Ricky D was on his side of the stage, and he came up and he was like, Mayu, let me show you how it's done. And he said, show me the pressure rags. Every single line in the air. But I didn't even realize that to the bullet. I never realized that fuck with a whole people, but that day I cried tears because like what? But then I understand what I have to do to really go back and how can I really get the crowd with me? And
that must have been an experience.
Boy, it was nice.
Similar on that same vibe. I remember doing a soca monarch. And then I came in after, I think it was I wrote that song after Ricky T. Mr. Undertaker, dead. And then I came in that song. I come in. I was there. I tried coming in on a bobcat. And people just there looking at me like really what's coming in, Nothing, not one movement.
In the soca monarch.
Not one interest.
This is one of the few artists who have done all three finals in all three, right?
Yeah.
Who's the power and collection. You're rough, eh?
No, let me tell you, when Solution say, and like they come for somebody else or they end your song or they don't because even the year I did both Power and Groovy. When I came in, it was if I'm a West Indian and flatten the place, and when I came in, Superhero Jam. We're like, boy, Alpha, you know, afterwards, a girl come and tell me, why you that yourself?
Yeah.
You could have just do that groovy and finish that. I never gone back in that again.
So
Never.
that's something else. You know, it's not easy. And so where you at music-wise, I see you dropping some good shit. I like
Yeah, man, I jump on that.
that praises.
Yeah, we have Praises Rickety. This is the collaborations for me. You know, we had this song with the Nutty, Flights No Feelings. That one been doing the waves for the jazz season. Everywhere performing, the people doing with us. Also with Rickety, Praises, first time collaboration for the two of us. You know, people always see the rivalry for this Soca Monarch, but you know, backstage we can always been cool. We always been irate with each other, respect him as an artist. You know, so to finally do a song with him, you know, yeah, that's a great vibe for me. You know, I think it's that one will grow on people, just me. When you see we actually get to perform it and thing, I think that one Praises, yeah, you know. Also with Ezra, the foundation, that's another first time collaboration with us in Power. People not used to me in Power Soca, so that one there, we just put a little video together for that one today there. So that's gonna, you know, give it a little extra life. For me, it's all about the album this year, getting it good. You know, I tell myself I taking a step from the competition. You never know, Teddy. You always pressure me. Sometimes I appreciate me on the last day of submission. Yeah, but that the focus to me right now is just we have another one coming with Mix by Productions. We just got that mastered there. So it's a lot of music. And I know all not take one time, but once you have a body of work, you have a chance thereafter to, you know, work on getting out there, going on tour, go. They have Creole Festival. There's things in Ibiza, so many ways around the world. So and so it's crazy when I look at my stats and where people listen to the music. Weird places, Hungary, Japan, and places I never even imagined ever been. So and boy, it's just a good feeling to know that your music getting heard around the world. The Lucians don't stream music. That's the next thing. Right? It's YouTube or what I will play on the radio. Yeah. So there's a market out, there's a world out there for you as an artist. So just exploit and make the most of it.
I noticed you had been fit a couple of years after you've given that a break.
But I was worried you asked that question.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I ready to give that story yet, you know. That story was our experience. But let me say big up to everybody who came out and supported last year in the rain. Why it was thunderous rain.
Yeah, but
it was a significant effort on the part of my wife and myself to really put on the event. I hope there's somebody else didn't work out.
Right.
You know, he's 25 this year.
Yeah.
Whatever happens. But I separated myself from that. It was a great, it was, you know, life is a balance. Greatest vibe to see it come happen, but putting it together and making it happen, boy, I spent 36 hours on my feet, and boy, it was one of the worst experiences of my life.
Yeah,
which is why because it was too much on me. Yeah. So no, I did collaborate. That's the problem. Yeah. When you collaborate and you expect to, to do, and then you have to, every piece is yours to pick up, and every financial piece you have to worry about. Boy, every single dollar put up is after Ale. Everything that you saw on the night was 95% after Ale, and like having to go on stage and still doing that.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Boy, I break down, you know, that day. I break down. Yeah, man, I broke down bad. I cry, my brother. Really, I tell you, because when you're expecting people to pull the pieces together, and like they just not, and then they're riding off the coattails. But I tell you, I get goosebumps. Yeah, man. Yeah. If you see, I explain myself, boy, Lucia will understand. But I like drama.
Right.
So I just allow it.
Yeah, and you see, for you as a full respected in the fraternity in the country, you have to do all at the same night.
Yeah. You have to make it up. Because the show was enough.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You didn't want that.
I didn't want that because and people enjoyed it.
Right.
They were really had it good on the night. So who came got it good.
That was the Carnival Wednesday.
Yeah, Carnival Wednesday. But we'll be back with something else. Working on something in the pipeline. Regroup and you know, make this. I've been approached by other promoters to make it happen, but I just say, you know what, allow me. Let me just enjoy the carnival and enjoy the shows that I will hopefully get to perform on and make it happen. Yeah.
Also, you must feel good. TC Brown in the respect from St. Lucia. I feel for some artists that, boy, they say the public could be tough, St. Lucia, but there's some people who have genuine respect, you know. And I guess it starts if you're respecting yourself.
Yeah, man. Because boy, that's a big part of it.
Your report, how you conduct yourself.
I always say, yeah, man. Funny enough, you say that. I don't know if I not say that. But yeah, trust me. When you see people respect you, you know they will work with you.
Yeah, man.
And even when they realize that you know things not set the right way, or you know you have everything that they require, because of your reputation. And that boy, your reputation is a big thing, especially in St. Lucia. That's why I be cool with everybody. I hate about people that come to me like to my studio, they have the money or something like that. Because then people will come back to. I'll give you a short story with the show. We had no stage up until the person who had the stage canceled on us last minute. And I had gone to Soufre. I'd gone to Soufre to do a show. No artist showed up. Only our father showed up. They had about 6 of us on the show. And the place was empty. And I told the promoter, you know what, bruh, it's all right. Just I allow you. He said, no, you don't have to pay me.
Right.
One of the guys on the team, who I wasn't even aware was on the team, had a stage. He pulled it out from somewhere else and he gave it to me at a discounted rate and tell me, thanks for allowing the team.
Right.
He told me the other promoter told me what happened. I was like, yeah, man. And when you see good to people, people good to you in the end. So, yeah.
To get it done. Asaf, your last experience in the competition was by one of your kind of proteges, Sly.
Right.
And Sly in the end. Tell us, just take us through that night again and what it meant for you.
Boy, that was another training experience. That's one of my worst. I don't know how I put that performance up on stage.
Sly won that night. Yeah.
But just like before going on, first time I was like super nervous. I was forgetting my lyrics before I hit the stage. Yeah, that never happened to me before. Like I see somebody work on me, but not just like, not just. But honestly, that's the first time I felt that way. But like I was so uneasy, and we had done so much preparation. But like I was, and I don't know why I felt that way. It could have been that, but it was just a joy to be on stage again doing it. And when I said like that's my last time, like it was just a lot of the pressures of it's come on, okay. It's a lot it takes to go out there and do what you do, but to still one of my best performances though, regardless of all that. Like even coming out to the telling boy, I feel all 6 you do already. He's number one for me, And it slided up phenomenal performance, and it could have gone either way. So I was fine with it, and I was actually happy not winning. Because sometimes when you win too much, I feel like I gain a lot more losing, because it put me back in a position of getting a chance again to climb the ladder again. Because it's all right, like wrestling, you lose the championship. Exactly, that's the same prize money from the last year. So I feel like I won. So I dig, yeah. I think honestly, and it's good to have some, see others come to the light and slide doing his thing. And I'm happy for him to see when this song went after the Monarch, because I feel he deserves a lot of more respect than he was getting from before. So that kind of gave him a chance to get into the limelight, because that's the power of the Monarch too.
And then the Julian Alfred.
That took the song to another level. Yeah, for sure.
The Julian the whole season from the victory that became the
man. Without a doubt, that was a disappointment for me. I was very happy with the way things turned out. It was good, man.
Yeah, to get through. And we took Eddie for which song I would sing over first. Let me get Brown last week, Chalo last week, 20 seconds.
My last one is in Extempo.
Maple TF, no longer hold your breath. KPT grand opening. MCC we go in. We want to put on a real good show. We call it the Art of Kaiso. Bring your friends, bring your family. KPT at the NCC. Yeah. Is I talking that?
Final words, Barry? Final words?
Okay, well, of course, we're in the heat of the season. Of course, mass comes to opening. Everybody's getting ready. Junior Carnival, the sugar bands are getting ready, looking for a bumper carnival experience. Of course, it's our prize festival. Of course, we'll be back again here, I guess, to do some more talking about the other parts of the festival. Yes, sure. I mean, we can do more about the Juve and so on, that kind of thing like that as well, and so on. But of course, we're looking to have a very good, very, very good season this year, and of course, we the players are excited about the year of Carnival again.
Nice. Chalo, 20 seconds and after taking it off.
Well, as always, TOT Soccer Village, we're always happy that we are part of the Calypso fraternity and by extension, Carnival, and our contribution. We continue to ensure that it is our standard. And of course, KPT is before us a Friday, we come to Saturday, so it means that you end up with a nice weekend. So just as TC said, come support all the tents because as we all said, you will get all of it in all the tents, and we're happy for that. So only $25 for all the tents. I mean, what more can you think of? I know TC also always say we devalue the Calypso because of that price, but but all in all, we want to ensure that at least persons are able to come because you'll find it's almost the same set of people who will come to the Harmony shows.
Right.
So we are happy and we look forward to a nice season.
Thanks, Hello. Very good, Pastor Allen. Pastor, that's your first appearance, right?
Yeah, first appearance.
That's the first
Yeah,
time.
flights and everything, well, yeah. Nah, I don't do that. That's not how you sing in the morning. You're right there.
Thanks for being
Hey,
yeah. Let's go.
boy, that's another thing. Like, look like
Yeah. Go.
Big up RCI. Big up Nerdy. Hey, never let you Miami. Tariban and Natinil. Uber soccer to Brazil. All to the Caribbean. We catching flights. No feelings. Country to country. Get out of catching flights. No feelings. Calabar to Calabar. Bacchanal is bacchanal flights. No feelings. Ain't got time for no stress. Just flights. No feelings. Hey, what we do? Say we jamming. Let's have the breath. Hey, let's have the. Yeah, we lining. Let's have the breath. Hey, let's have the. Yeah, we drinking. Let's have the breath. Boy. Let's have the. Yeah, we linking. Let's have the breath. Yeah, the boy say. Look time move. I done clock out a drinking so I might get a hangover. Say who vex lose, no stress, that's mine. From you man or straight to the vet. Leave him alive without no regret. I think the wifey may get upset, but the ones that calling me. So from the see in the party, acting naughty. I done bust up me tail for the hustle, please. Hey, so right now, vibes, the party, nice. And next shift do it. What we doing? We're catching flights, no feelings. Country to country, better to practice flights, no feelings. Calabar to Calabar, bacchanal is bacchanal flights, no feelings. Ain't got time for no stress, just flights, no feelings. Hey, RCI, we jamming. Let's out of it. Let's out of it. We living. Let's out of it. Hey, let's out of it. Yeah, we drinking. Let's out of it. Boy, let's out of it. Yeah, we linking. Let's out of it. Boy. Touchdown sweet, Caribbean breeze. Drink in me hand, I live in with ease. Love's not calling and that's alright. I dancing solo straight to the night. Jet set soul, I'm here, I'm gone. One way ticket, I'm moving on. Catch me smiling, hear me sing. Right now, soccer is my thing. Nerdy, from the city, the party, acting naughty. I done bust up me tail for the hustle, please. Hey, so right now, vibes, RCI, nice. And next shift do it again. Hey, we catching flights, no feelings. Country to country, better to practice flights, no feelings. Yeah. Bacchanal is bacchanal flights, no feelings. Ain't got time for no stress, just flights, no feelings. Boy, boy, boy. We jamming, let's out of it. 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 What? Let's out of it, after it. Let's after it, after it. Let's after it, after it. Christ, no feelings. Let's after it, after it. Let's after it, after it. Let's after it. Flight, no feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, you know, Vaval Central, even more and more and more. TC Brown, I far bigger person.
Yeah, man, respect and love.
And TC have it one part, you know. You like the lick. More action, Chalo. Thank you. The fans loving it. Tomorrow morning, more action again as we going south and fire one. The next 3 days building up. Guy Hall coming through, your school coming through, Natani St. Thomas coming through. That's another thing to big up the families who have it. St. Thomas, you know what I'm saying? The Lydia Peoples, Dylan, Cheryl, and all the different people who have lineage passing on the talent, Stifleys, and a host of others. in our carnival. We're looking forward to that. The steel band in the house tomorrow also as we go through the different carnival and steel bands. The vibe on Vaval Central 8 to 9:30 for the next 2 weeks, and then after that time we're going crazy at the breakfast party.
Yeah.
Asa, you have what, 3 more appearances for the season?
Yeah, man. You did the idea.
Tomorrow 8 o'clock.
Thank you very much, Teddy. Vaval Central Announcement is sponsored by the Carnival Planning Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Creamery Novelties, Live a Little, Harris Paints, the Champions of Color, the Computer Store, and Quartz, bringing value home.
Get ready, St. Lucia. Lucian Carnival 2025 is on, and this year it's bigger, brighter, and bolder than ever. From Calypso to Soca, Junior